Foremost, just a very impressive ball game tonight. Had a great crowd here tonight. Top 10 club in Dallas Baptist. Great atmosphere. I thought our guys probably couldn't have played a better baseball game than we did. Jacob Hennessy was outstanding. 6 1/3, 3 hits, 2 walks, and 8 strikeouts. I thought our bullpen was solid. And offensively, we attacked them early, and we attacked them right there in the first inning, scored 2 runs, and put up 2 big innings. Had huge days from Patrick Cromwell again, scored 4 runs. Chris Williams scored 4 runs, drove in 4, and Robert Jolly drove in 3 and scored 2 runs himself. But offensively, we scored runs in 6 of our 8 offensive innings. So just overall, I don't know if we could have played a better baseball game, but we got to be ready to go tomorrow. You got to respect the game of baseball. Tomorrow's a new day. They've got an outstanding starter going tomorrow, and they are an outstanding ball club. So we got to be ready to play 2 games tomorrow. It's great to win game 1. It was great to play as well as we did, but overall we got to be ready to go tomorrow.
Coach, I think Wharton and Bird had 1 hit between them coming into the game. They were 5 of 9 tonight with 4 RBIs. Just what the doctor ordered for those of you guys.
Well, I should have mentioned Drew Wharton. Hit a big home run tonight. Had a heck of a game. Had a 3-hit game. Drove in 2. Scored a run. Wharton's one of those guys. He just punches the clock every day. We started him opening weekend and drove in a few runs, but didn't have any hits to show for it. And wanted to give him a crack because he's so good defensively in the outfield, and he's gotten better and better every year offensively. So just very proud for Wharton. Had a really good day for us. And then Bird, Birdie's been working his butt off, trying to get himself going offensively, and had a nice night tonight. Had 2 hits and drove in 2 runs. So anytime you get really good offensive production from 6 down in the order, then you're typically clicking on all cylinders. So that was good to see.
Maybe looking ahead a little bit, but has Jacob earned the right to take the ball next Friday?
Well, it's going to be hard to say no. Yeah, I mean. He was dominant tonight. He threw the ball very, very well. So absolutely, he certainly deserves the opportunity to get the ball in game 1.
I'm guessing, Marty, that he's shown you in these first 2 starts, even though the first one wasn't as good as this one, that everything that you thought he was when you decided to name him the Friday starter, which might have been a surprise to some of us outside the program.
Well, you earned the right to pitch on Friday night, and we don't give anybody the opportunity to pitch on Friday night. You earned the right to pitch on Friday night, and we felt like Hennessy was our best pitcher this whole year. Throughout the whole fall, we inter-squad an awful lot. We played a lot of inter-squads before the season started, and he was the most consistent pitcher on our pitching staff. And he throws 3 pitches for strikes. He's a competitor. He's a hard worker. So, we didn't just give him the ball in game 1. He earned the right to be our Friday night starter. So, very proud of Jacob.
Any thoughts on moving Chris back to catcher? Are you just going to leave him at first for now? Or how's he feeling there?
Yeah, it'll be more, health related. Once we feel like he's closer to 100% throwing wise, he'll be ready to go behind the plate. He's a plus defensive catcher. So, but Wilkie's doing a heck of a job. He's doing a good job of catching for us. So, we feel good either way. Obviously, we feel good with Chris Williams at first base because he's a plus defender at first too. So, but when Chris is ready to catch, obviously we'll put him back there when he's ready physically.
Coach only had 1 error tonight. I think it was only your 2nd of the season. Had to be really pleased with your defense, particularly Davidson seems to have really put in the work. He was a little bit errant with his throwing last season, but he seems to have improved that.
Well, Logan's been extremely consistent for us. He's better this year defensively than he was last year, but playing him every day, playing the true freshman at shortstop every day last year's paid dividends for him, and he works really hard at it. And, a shortstop's a defender first. That's the name of the game, and Logan's mature enough to understand that regardless of how he's playing offensively, we all know what kind of threat he is offensively, but regardless of how he's swinging the bat, he's got to bring great defense to the ballpark every day. That's his number 1 job and his priority for us. So, the fact that he's playing great defense, we're getting great defense from Logan and everybody else, and it just kind of feeds into everybody else. I think we understand that our pitching staff has a chance to be really good, and we got to play good defense behind them, and so far so good.
Chris is on an incredible hot streak, 10 RBI last 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
Is it surprising to see him locked in so early?
Well, I think anybody that asks me about Chris Williams, and I've told Chris Williams this himself, or I've told him, I think the kid's going to hit for a long, long time in the game. I just do. I mean, I think this guy, he's the kind of guy that, in a couple of years wouldn't surprise me at all if he's playing on TV, because I think he can really hit. He can hit for power. He can hit with 2 strikes. He hits righties and lefties, hits velocity. I mean, he can do it all. So Chris is a special bat, and he's on fire right now.
Thank you, Coach.
Yep.